Mamuna Kwaba, at the bank activity for a nice phone, a midwife £4, or some part of the eastern region of Ghana, some part of the central region, Ashanti region, idea. It's if not to be part of my His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, I take for any some Kitua, it's for Sana Mokasutun, the Bufusho Pan, it's for the Ekasano, besides a time many time Ben Pana Ghana have a posting of a friend saying, necessary midwives. About a political affair. When party says different ability for a positive woman, which means that survival for ability for you not be responsible for that batch of people. Let's say for moment like power, I take for yourself to an ISMB. No, I couldn't put you come about I also on
the fact that they are doing silent investigation, you can't get to hear what they are doing and what the way forward is. Mariada has had to leave us. But then that recommendation about traveling and so on to get to Ken Ofori-Atta instead of waiting for him to come, he's answered that as well. But before I come to you, let me bring in lawyer Edijita Maklo on this particular issue, especially because of the position and verdict that the special prosecutor has taken. This is a wanted man. He is a fugitive of justice. And Samid Ako has explained why they come to this conclusion. Counsel.
You see, my point really is, what exactly is the issue? Is it the issue that Mr. Ken Ofori-Atta is under an investigation? Is that a problem? Or the declaration that he's a fugitive or wanted? Which one is the problem?
It's like the declaration.
I mean, like, seriously? What exactly? I mean, once you were interviewing my learned friend Sammy, I'm here asking, what exactly is the problem? That Mr. Ken Ofori-Atta is above being declared wanted, or Mr. Ken Ofori-Atta is above being investigated? What is it? Look, I am telling you, a former president of the Republic, in the person of John Dramani Mahama, Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo specifically wrote to the then special prosecutor Martin Amidu to investigate him. Who is Ken Ofori-Atta? Please, who is he? In the overall scheme of affairs, if a former president of the Republic can be investigated on the basis of a petition by Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo himself, I never saw this. I never saw President Kufuor ask Jerry Rawlings to be investigated. I never saw it. I never saw former President Mills, may he so rest in peace, ask that President Kufuor be investigated for whatever. I saw Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo ask his head of communication, Eugene Eiii, to write directly to the special prosecutor there to investigate Mahama and his family. So who the hell is Ken Ofori-Atta in the case? No, please. You see, this morning I've been asking myself, what exactly are the issues? Hold on.
Counsel.
Mr. Kissie Jabe has not said Ken Ofori-Atta is guilty.
Yeah.
I've not heard that. In fact, he had indicated correspondences between him and his lawyers. The only point of disagreement is whether or not he should recover fully relative to whatever medical treatment he's going through abroad before he can honor the invitation of the special prosecutor without more. For me, that is the only point of disagreement. I am telling you that the special prosecutor went to John Mahama and took statement from him. It happened in this Ghana. Nobody raised any issue. So what exactly are the conversation about? What exactly are the issues? I want to know. Please keep me up to speed. Because I listened to the special prosecutor. He never said Ken is guilty. He said, I want to investigate. If their basis prosecute, I'll proceed from there. If they are not, I'll drop the charges. Why? Were we not in this country that the special prosecutor took a Pontius Pilate approach in the Cecilia Dapa matter and said they should go back to the Yoko? So it has not always been the case that the investigations conducted by the special prosecutor have resulted in a prosecution. So what exactly is the complaint? I want to know this morning. And so whilst you were interviewing my friend Sami Dako, and he started answering the question, I said, look, so what is the point? If a whole former president could be investigated by a special prosecutor appointed by President Akufo-Addo, how come a former finance minister not be? I'm away from this. We have had a former finance minister in this republic go to prison. We have had a former deputy finance minister go to prison. We have had a former deputy finance minister prosecuted. I was counsel for the respected, the Honorable Ato Forson, doctor. Do you know what we went through? Look, Ato Forson criminal investigation and subsequent proof was instigated by Ken Ofori-Atta.
Was instigated by
him. Please, look, you
it's
see,
on the tape.
Look, let people not take our seeming silence to mean that we don't know what happened. I was involved. With my senior, we took Ato Forson to Yoko. In fact, the first day we got to Yoko, by the time we met the deputy director of Yoko, Nana Eiii, it was obvious that it was, excuse my language, a foolish case. Yes. Look, Nana Eiii, after he listened to Ato Forson, said, look, go home with the statement. You go and write it and bring it back. He said, go home, take the police statement form, go home, write it and bring it back. I return it. From November 2017, listen carefully.
Yeah.
November 2017, we never heard anything from the police or Yoko. The current executive director of Yoko, Mr. Bashiru, they saw the things that happened. Look, on the 17th of November 2021, the budget was read with e-levy in it. The then ranking finance, the Honorable Ato Forson, raised issues about the fact that their side was not going to allow for the imposition of e-levy. That was 17th, 19th December when the budget was read. On the 25th of November 2021, I was there when now Speaker sent a letter that Yoko is looking for Ato Forson. Immediately, 5 days after the budget, either 5 or 6 days after the budget was read, and Ato Forson had raised issues about the e-levy. Immediately, they invited him. Look, you see, some of that, look, when I took the Honorable, in fact, so Speaker asked us to come to his conference room. I went there with the Honorable Ato Forson. An investigation that was done for 4 years basically gathered dust from nowhere. They said we should come. When we went there, the investigators came, myself and him. When we went through everything, the investigators simply just said, okay, you will call you back. Immediately they called me, that they have just been called by the Attorney General's office, that they should take his charge statement because December 22nd, they want to take him to court. Do you know what people have survived in this country? What the hell are we talking about? Look, people have gone through hell under Akufo-Addo and his family members. The manner in which they weaponize investigation